guys, hello, welcome to the Dropkick Show Must Go On. So, how's everybody doing? Hopefully, everything's okay. But, yeah, I'm gonna make this quick video real quick, and I want to talk about something I haven't really talked about, and I'm thinking, oh, I can't believe I haven't talked about that yet. And it is having a CB radio. And CB radio is right here. This little mic right here attached to my CB radio. For some of you new drivers, I hear this all the time from the new drivers. 90% of you guys said that CB radios are absolute. They don't work. That's old stuff, old school. You don't need them. If you get one, oh, I have one, and it's never go on. And when it does, it's just people playing music or talking stupid stuff, and it's annoying. Wow. Some of you guys, the other 10% say it's absolutely good. It's really good to have, and it has saved my life many times, and I really like it because that's what truck driving is all about. Being communicated on the road is something that four-wheelers can't do, right? So we have that advantage that we can talk to each other and say, hey, this is happening, whatever. Now, yes, in a way it is true what the other drivers are saying, that it could be annoying sometimes having some childish man, because it's only men that do that. Trust me, women don't do that. The women driver out there don't do this. It's only the childish man that they think they're still 4 or 5 years old, and they're out there doing stupid stuff and saying stupid things, and they're very annoying. Very annoying. There's a lot of fights that you hear too between the drivers. That's very annoying as well because it doesn't help anything. But for me, like, I look at the very informative part. The side that's informative from the radio. I keep my radio on all the time. Before I pull out, I turn my radio on. When I stop, I keep it on for just a little bit, just to make sure it is okay where I'm at, and just to hear if there's anything weird going on that truck stop at the time. Sometimes you can hear a lot of things like, hey, watch out, drivers here, they steal my stuff, or this dude's over there fighting, or like, the bathrooms are really dirty inside. Like, you get all this very information. It's good information, right? So then I turn it off, so people don't bother me at night when they start fighting or talking crap or whatever, So there's times that I'm going down the road and I can talk to drivers when I'm bored, and it's a good thing. We have really good conversations, especially about trucking. Since I'm still very new, I learn a lot, and then you never know. You're talking to someone that you never know, you're never gonna see again, or maybe you talk to them again, and off and on you might talk to the same people, which is still pretty cool. So that's a good thing. I like that because I like to talk to people. So in that part, I like that too. But this radio has saved my life many times, because the opposite traffic, I'm going west right now, so the eastbound traffic is gonna let me know weather's condition ahead of me. They're gonna let me know if there's an accident. They're gonna let me know if there's a truck coming into the highway. They're gonna let me know if there is a major accident, like a backup completely, so I can start slowing down now. They're gonna let me know if there's a police officer clocking over there, like, just to be aware, hey, there's cops over there. If I'm speeding, I slow down. I am trying to speed anyways, but still, it's good to know, hey, there's a cop there, So they let you know many things. All right. Another way they can let you know is that you have a headlight that's out, then you can pull over and fix it. They'll let you know that. They'll let you know there's a lot of deers running around. Be careful. Things like that. So it's very informative, and it has saved my life many times. In fact, it has saved me money because it saves me time. So if they tell me it's a really backup alert, it's horrible, and I know that within 5 to 10 miles ahead of what's happening, I may be able to get off the highway, and some of these drivers will tell you, get off the exit, blah, 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 and then take the other exit around because you're going to get stuck there forever. And so time for me is a lot of money. So it has saved me a lot of money. It has saved my life. It has saved my equipment. And it has saved other people's life. I mean, no pressure to them and killing them. So, yeah, I love it. It's good. So that's my opinion. That it has done that for me. And I do believe that a lot of these accidents happen is because people don't have radios or they happen to have them off and they're not really paying attention to what's happening ahead. And someone has a tool that's letting you know, hey, this is what's happening over there. Since you weigh 80,000 pounds and it takes a whole football field to stop this truck on a good condition, meaning in a dry road and flat. Imagine going down and it's raining or snowing. So I'm just saying, you know, like when you put that in consideration, it takes 2-3 football fields to stop this truck. So you can avoid a lot of these accidents and backups and problems having a severe rain. Okay. The other thing is that it's good info for everything else, like I just talked about. But this morning, and that's what I'm making this video. This morning, something happened that never happened to me before. I am in New Mexico this morning, and I'm in Interstate 40 West, headed west, and I'm talking to my wife, and somebody come up for a radio check on the radio. So for those guys that you guys are new on this and you don't know, when you turn the radio on, you want to make sure it's working, and the way to check it is to do a radio check. So you say radio check, breaking 19, this breaker is what we use, a breaker 19, the channel 19. Can I get a radio check, please, or radio check, or audio, please? You know, and you come up and say, yes, driver, I can hear you, no, driver, you got to check, or whatever it is. This driver comes up with a radio check, and I say, yeah, I can hear you, driver, loud and clear. And he's telling me that he's having a medical emergency, and if I can please call 911, and the radio communication gets cut off. So I get back and I say, driver, I copy that, but I didn't get your location. Can you please give me your location? I think the radio got cut off. Come on. And he never come on. And then it keep getting cut off. I'm thinking, where is he at? My wife is like, oh my God, what's going on? I said, this driver needs medical attention. I don't know where he's at. But he did, he got back on again, and he said he was in I-40 West. So I'm thinking, what's a mile marker? Where are you at? So I told him I was a mile marker. I think it was 48. And I believe it was 48, if I'm not mistaken. And he owed 37. And he told me it keeps getting cut off. So I'm thinking he's either too far away from me or too ahead of me yet. But my radio picks up 5 miles ahead. Sometimes if I'm really lucky, I get 10 miles ahead. But never 10 miles back, only a few miles back. So, but there's times when the conditions are just right and my radio can pick up real good signal from very far away, and he could be in another state, you know. And I have talked to people I was all the way in Illinois, and I was talking to somebody in California. So, you know, but it's just the condition has to be perfect on the radio waves and the traffic on the radios, whatever it is. You know, I don't understand it too much, but it surprised me how far sometimes I can pick up. But most of the times when I'm rolling, when I'm driving, if I'm standing still, it's different. But when I'm driving, most of the time, 100% of the time, I can only pick up 5 to 10 miles, if that. And finally, I'm going after 5, almost 8 miles. I see the Flying J, and I said, well, I'm going to stop at the Flying J. I think I need to get fuel. And I'm thinking, I'm going to stop at the TA and get points there because I don't have enough points there for my showers. And sometimes I stop at the TAs anyways. So I skipped it. And as soon as I skipped the exit, he comes on the radio again saying, please someone call 911. I have a medical emergency. Can anybody copy? I got on the radio, yes, driver, I copy you. It's me again. Where are you at? What's your location? And now it comes out clear that he's in the Flying J, the one I just passed. And it's a town called Jamestown. And I'm like, oh my God, crap, I just passed that. So he got cut off again. I get backed on him, and he wouldn't answer. And I said, right away, I didn't hesitate. You know, the wife is like, please call. I was like, yeah, let me call. Because I'm thinking in my head, why is he not calling Why is he not calling himself? Why is he only using radio? So the only thing could be is like he doesn't have a cell phone, like it's broken, something's happening. So the wife is like, Al, help him, man. So I hang up the phone, I call 911. Now that I have a location, I can actually direct help to him, because before I didn't have a location, so it's pointless. So they got my information. The dispatcher was really fast, got the location, we hang up the phone, and within a minute or two, I seen a patrol car going east because I was going west, so the opposite way with the lights on, heading east. So I'm thinking he's going towards him. Hopefully that's them going towards him. So he did tell me he was in a black Peterbilt, so I gave that information as much as I could to the dispatcher, and everything was done. So I don't know what happened. What was the outcome? I have no idea if this guy is okay or not. I had no idea of what kind of medical condition he was having, because that was another question the dispatcher asked me. But since it was really tough for him to tackle that radio, it was hard for him to tackle the radio. I got as much as I could out of him. So, guys, now you guys let me know, because a lot of you guys, oh, you get a cell phone for that, you don't need a radio. Oh, you got Google. Google will tell you the accidents. Google don't tell you all the accidents when it's happening. It might tell you some of the traffic stuff, but sometimes it fails. And you don't get, when you're an OTR driver, when you're in the middle of nowhere, you don't get signal sometimes, especially going through the mountains. There's a lot of places, I don't care what kind of freaking phone provider you got, your stuff is not gonna work. Trust me, I done it. So no excuses. Like I don't know about you guys, but I like to have backups, and to me, a radio is the backup as well. So I don't know how many of you guys have a backup cell phone already connected to your provider, or a backup internet on your truck. I know some people that do, and it's great. But that thing, even that goes out sometimes. So what about this guy broke his cell phone last night, and he couldn't use it, and he just said, okay, I'll get one tomorrow morning, and he gets up and he's having a heart attack, and the only thing that he can reach is a CB radio. And when he picks up, the highway was full, busy of truck drivers. How come I'm the only one that's answering to that radio call? Because I got on the radio and said, anybody out there that's coming, this guy needs help, I don't know where he's at, can you guys actually, can you reach him? Maybe if you go, I talked to eastbound and say, if you go that way, because he's westbound, he could be behind me, maybe you can reach him. No one answered me, guys. No one answered me. And after 10 minutes, this driver is calling again for help, and I pick up a signal, and I'm the only one responding to that signal. There is hundreds and hundreds of trucks on the highway at the moment, and no one is answering. But I had a radio. So what about me being a new driver and saying, I don't need that. That's absolute. I don't need it. This driver is the only thing that he can call, and if I don't have a radio, then he would have died right there. Or worse, or whatever. Something bad. He would have never got help. What about if I'm the only one that helped him? That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know for sure what happened to him, but I really pray that he's doing okay, and I hope that this is why I got a radio. I hope that this worked. Guys, I spent a couple $100 on the radio, my antenna, and the whole setup, and it has paid off big time for me. And today, I think I might have saved somebody's life. And if he didn't have a radio, he wouldn't be able to communicate. And if I didn't have a radio, I wouldn't be able to help him. So, comment down below. Let me know what's your opinion. This is my opinion. You can think for yourself. And let me know if this is worth it. Is it worth it to have a radio? What do you guys think? I want to know your opinion and what you think about it. But just think about the message I'm giving you right now. If he didn't have a radio, and I didn't have a radio, he could have died. Think about it. Cell phones break, guys. They break. The cell phone break. You can lose a cell phone. You're not gonna lose your radio. The radio can break too, but hey, it takes a lot for them to break that radio. It really does. And guess what? A radio signal would never, ever fail you. Ever. And as long as somebody's got a radio and is able to pick up your signal, you're in communication. And communication is the key. And it could save your life. Thank you for watching. This has been a good message from The Trucking Show Must Go On. Think about it. Comment down below. Let me know what you all think. I appreciate you. Goodbye.